90s cartoons. 90s cartoons, man. They were pretty big back in the 90s. This video is brought to you by my patrons over on patreon.com/habtoons. This has been a long time coming. Let me tell you, this project, I've been sitting on this for a while, but I'm ready. I think I'm ready, and I think you're ready too, because it is going to require you and a lot of your input. See, what's going to happen is I'm going to each week or every 2 weeks or however often, I'm going to make a new video where I draw some 90s cartoons, but those characters that I draw are going to be voted on by you. So stay tuned for the end of the video to see how you're going to do that and see how this all works, man. So watch all the way to the end. I promise you it'll be fine. And while you're still here, like the video before you forget. It helps the YouTube algorithm just understand that my videos are amazing and that they should be seen by more people. And we're trying to get to 1K before my B-Day. So hopefully before September 24th, we can reach 1,000 subscribers and hopefully even make it to partner, but we'll see. Today we are drawing Ickis from Monstrous and Mojo Jojo from the Powerpuff Girls, two characters that I'm sure if you were born between 1990 and 1998, you are very familiar with these characters. I don't know why I skipped 1999, but it's whatever. Cares. But I wanted to do two characters from different networks instead of just being like, oh, I'm gonna draw the entire cast of Rugrats. Like, let's do one character from Cartoon Network, one character from Nickelodeon. I'm kind of avoiding Disney because we see enough of those guys, and I feel like as far as Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon are concerned, there were a lot of really dope, cool, and fringe cartoons that you may or may not even remember that aired on these channels. So I want to also just highlight some of those classics that you may have missed and still have the opportunity to watch now. And unless, you know, one of these apps is like, hey, we removed all the stuff from the stuff again. Oh yeah, and also before you finish watching this video, go check out the other ones I made. The links are in the description and the pinned comment below. Let me stop whispering. The links to all of my past videos and content and website are in the description and the pinned comment below. So yeah, just keep watching me. Don't leave this channel ever, okay? But we're gonna get into the video now. Let's have fun. Commentary. Okay, so we up in this thing and we're sketching. This is all sketchy stuff. And I'm usually pretty messy. This is Ickis from Monstrous, and if you don't know about him, he's a pretty cool character and low-key the inspiration for my Hobgoblins, which is one of them I'm drawing right now. That's BB in the background, the king of all the Hobgoblins. There's gonna be some moments where the screen or the time-lapse might like pause, and that's because I forgot to edit out like the small little pauses where I was like saving or switching stuff in the background, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm sure you're gonna enjoy this regardless, right? Because, you know, you're cool, I'm cool, Ickis is cool, Mojo Jojo is cool. And I know a lot of the times people, when they do these characters, when they draw these 90s characters or whatnot, they tend to kind of stick with the exact same style most of the time. Like, I feel like most people on average, if they're doing a fan art, they're going to try to do the character in like that cartoon style, and I guess that makes sense for the familiarity of it. But honestly, I think if you're going to do fan art, just like if you did a cover of a song, it shouldn't be an exact one-to-one recreation. I think it should be your own version, right? And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with emulating a style, but I think it's more fun when we see what's really inside the artist's mind instead of what they just, you know, see and try to do. So another thing here, my process is very unorthodox. And I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people watching this right now who are artists that are judging me, but when I color, I sometimes, more to like 90% of the time, like I'm just doing like some super fast, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not worried about coloring inside the lines. I'm just trying to get a sense of what everything is going to look like at the end. So I try to do all the colors first, and then I like refine everything afterwards. And that's kind of messy, and it might be a little backwards, but it is what it is. That's how I work. That works for me. And honestly, it feels more fun. It feels like you're relieving a lot of stress. It's just being super messy at first and then kind of getting into it. Why did I choose these characters? You're probably wondering. I don't know. I think what it was is that I wanted to draw characters you don't normally see a lot of in these. That glove is ugly. Don't worry, I do fix it later on. I do fix that glove. And that shoe, the boot, the bottom of the boot, I do fix that. But I think what I wanted to do and what I would like to do going forward is draw characters who we don't commonly see, right? Usually when you see artists do their version or their take or fan art piece of a classic 90s cartoon, they do a lot of the big name guys, a lot of the popular guys. They do, you know, Ed, Edd n Eddy, Powerpuff Girls, but you don't really see people drawing Ralph, right? You don't see a lot of people doing Mojo, Jojo. On the Nickelodeon side, you don't see a lot of people doing anything outside of Rugrats. That's literally all people draw, that and like maybe SpongeBob, but like you don't see a lot of the classic guys. So I think what I would really enjoy is if like I can do, if you guys like vote on like very rare characters that we don't see, like Rocco's Modern Life or something like that, you know, because they deserve the representation too. They were very important and integral to a lot of our childhoods outside of just like the big name guys like Rugrats and, you know, Kids Next Door or something like that. I try to avoid pure black and white colors sometimes because I feel they kind of take away for what you may or may not be trying to convey with your colors. There are moments where white is definitely needed and like a pure solid black is needed, but I think in most cases you can get away with doing an off-white. Like this here is like a little bit of purple in that.
That's a central human drive to do that. We want to always be experimenting.
Now that I've like nailed down BB's design, because it took me years to get to where it's at now, I do have a lot of fun drawing him because it's so simple and easy. He's got these big round eyes, the big round head, you know, and he's got those paws, you know, those paws. You've seen those paws before. Are they paws? Let's talk about hobgoblin biology. I don't know anything about it. Some of them can be furry and fluffy. Some of them don't have any kind of hair at all. At all. But most of them are blue. And I do apologize if you hear any kind of like loud background noise. It is at the time of this recording 5:38 a.m. and a lot of the trucks are out doing what they got to do before the day is getting started. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I had no idea where I was going. I have no idea what I was doing. I was just like, I want to create some sort of adventure set piece, right? Like these three characters, they're together for whatever reason, and they're trying to go somewhere else. what they're looking at, it's up to you to decide. It could be a monster, it could be treasure, it could be Angelica, who knows? It could be anything. I don't necessarily like telling people like exactly what the piece is about, you know, or what a story is about. Because I think I believe the fun part is coming up with your own interpretation, and then when you come to me with your interpretation and I tell you what it actually is, it creates an even better conversation, because now it adds more to the story, you know. That's what art is about. It's like what people see, not what they're being told what to see. And sometimes you do, because sometimes the message is really important. Here is the full illustration with all the bells and whistles. I switched up the colors for the background. I added a little bit more detail, some highlights and things like that. So look at it, enjoy it. It's not going to be for sale because these are licensed characters and I'm not trying to go to jail. That rhymed. But enjoy this. Tell me what you think below. Who's your favorite, Mojo or Ickis? Well, yeah, that was the video. So if you enjoyed that, make sure, if you haven't already, hit that like button and tell me in the comment section below who you want to see next, because that's how we're going to vote. That's how we're going to do this. In the comment section below, write down the name or names of characters you would love to see me draw next on these amazing time-lapse videos. And don't forget to join the Discord so you can get in on some early access polls and other cool stuff that we're doing, like game nights and movie nights. And if you also want this shirt, the Fire BB emote shirt, you can find that on my shop. So all the links again are in the description and the pinned comment below. But until next time, until the next video, stay rad, stay dope, stay gold. We out. Deuces.